before I jump into the number one antidepressant, you know what it's gonna be, but it's not gonna be for what you think. Okay. Um, and I know it's cliche me saying what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna explain it. But before I mention that, depression and not having motivation, not wanting to get out of the bed, not wanting to do things. Apart from spirituality, the physical reason, you'll be surprised, is pretty simple: sunlight. The sun is very, very, very important for humans. Okay, it releases certain chemicals that are feel good hormones, motivational hormones. So you want to go out. You don't want to be indoors. You want to go outside. You want to do things, even if you don't feel like it. Still, just go out. Let the sun touch you. You know, in places where there's only winter, there are very high depression rates. There's a reason for that. Places that are sunny, there's not as much depression. And those who get depressed in those sunny areas are those who don't go out mostly. That's why in summertime everybody wants to go out. Everybody's happy, playing loud music. Humans are not created to be indoor creatures. We're supposed to be outdoor creatures. We're supposed to go out, do activities. We're supposed to take care of the animals. And there are innumerable amounts of animals. We were created not only to serve Yehovah, but to take care of these animals. And there's joy in that. We were also created to cultivate the earth. Some people don't realize how much they love farming until they start farming, and they realize that they love it. Yeah, because we were created for that. So yeah, go out, practice arrow shooting. If you want to practice shooting guns, go to a gun range. It's gonna cost you, but try to do some activities. Just go out. Okay, now that I've got the physical aspect of it out of the way, which to me it's important, but this is what's more important. Of course, you know what I'm gonna say. Let me put it this way: search for God. Search for God. If you think that you are here and you're just flesh, when you die, that's it. Your life has no purpose, no meaning. You feel like, why am I here? Like, what's the point? There's a girl you like, she doesn't like you back. You feel depressed because of it. You feel like, what's the point of life? You can't find a girl that you like. Well, I'm speaking to guys. Well, if there's a woman watching this, you can't find a man that you like, or the man you like is not interested in you, or you're overweight and you want to lose weight, or you don't feel you have the best physique, you want a better body, or whatever cause or whatever the underlying factor is that's making you feel depressed and losing motivation and not wanting to go out and get the sunlight and enjoy life. It will all be solved once you know there's a God. Now, a lot of people say they believe in God. 7 or 8 videos ago, I don't know, I made a video where I titled it as my favorite video yet. I might put the link under this video. In that video, what I was trying to say in that video is that many people claim to believe in God. Let me ask you a question. You watching this, 9 times out of 10, you follow my channel because you believe in God, right? Okay, let me ask you this. If you were to receive a knock on your door right now, and try to really put your mind in this, okay? Were to receive a knock on your door right now, and they said, are you a Christian? Do you believe in God? And you say, yeah. And they say, we're going to kill you. We're going to take you to the jail. We're going to cut your head off. Okay, and now imagine that you're really there. Okay, they tied your hands behind your back. Your head is on the plate, ready. The guillotine is coming. Okay, now it's hard to maybe put yourself in that situation, but really try to put yourself in that situation. Okay, if there is an ounce if there is even an ounce of doubt in your mind, then you do not believe in God. Okay? If you fear at any moment to die, you do not believe in God. You don't. There is no way you can believe in God and fear death. What are you fearing? What, that maybe he's not real, that he can't bring you back to life? That maybe the words of the Bible are not true, that he's not going to really bring people back to life? You see, you have to prove to yourself that there's a God. I can't state this more profoundly. You have to prove to yourself that there is a God. Until you do that, I can't really promise you that your depression would go away. You need to know that he is there. Because once you know he's there, your depression will not exist. Why? Because then you know that he will bring you back to life. And when he brings you back to life, you would have a better life. We know that this world right now is not what God intended. We know this is far from paradistic conditions. We know that the earth is cursed. That's why anxiety is at an all-time high. We know this life is whack. This life is boring. This life is nothing. It's meaningless. It's pointless. Solomon had all the riches of the world. Even till now, no one tops his riches. Yeah, Bill Gates does not top his riches. Rockefellers do not top his riches. No one tops the riches of Solomon. Solomon had all the women that he wanted. He had all the money in the world. He had everything he wanted. Okay, he mentions this in the book of Ecclesiastes. But yet he also tells you that all of this is vanity. Everything is vanity. The wisdom that he acquired because of God caused him to realize that without God, it doesn't matter what you have. And the more intelligent you are, the more you realize that, yeah, depression is warranted if you don't have a relationship with God. Solomon knew this. That's why he said, after all has been considered, after everything has been seen and said and heard and done, the bottom line is fear the true God, keep his commandments, for that is the whole obligation of man. After this, in the resurrection, the real life will begin. So is your depression in this lifetime is warranted. It's supposed to be that way. Life is not supposed to feel good without God in the picture. It's not supposed to. So you're not supposed to really, if you're depressed, that means you're intelligent. That means you realize the vanity of everything in life. You realize how vain everything is. You're the world's strongest man. Okay, so what? In 100 years, who's gonna care? You have all the money in the world. Okay, that's not gonna save you from dying. Or you have all the money in the world, but you get sick. You know, you have cancer. Or you have all the money in the world, but the one woman that you want, you can't get. It's not gonna buy her. You know, you have the best body in the world. Okay, so what? Okay, you get some women, but then after you've indulged and you've had your fill for a couple of years, you're like, okay, what now? What next? Without God, you're supposed to be depressed. That's supposed to happen. So in order to eradicate that depression, you must prove to yourself that there's a God. Once you know there's a God, you will already know that his word, the Bible, is authentic. With those two things coupled together, you can trust his word, where it says that he will resurrect you. And again, once you know that he's there, you will know that he will bring you back. Because why wouldn't he? He didn't put all this work into making humanity for them to just vanish. It's pointless. You don't spend your life's work on a project that you were intended for it to live forever, but then something happens where it collapses and you have no intention to bring it back if you had the power to. No. So again, see, like I said, it may sound cliche what I said. Search for God. But not for the reason that you thought, right? I hope you understand what I'm saying now. And then apart from that, after you've proved to yourself that there's a God, okay, now put your mind in that test again, where you're gonna die soon. You know, you can fall off of a cliff, you can get your head chopped off, or you can lose an arm, or you can think of whatever crazy problems you can have. Will you really be depressed when you know? Again, when you know. See, right now you think you know there's a God, but no, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't really be depressed. It is not possible to be depressed if you know there's a God. It's not possible. So it's either you think you know there's a God, or you don't believe in God at all. I'm assuming you think you believe there's a God. You think you know there's a God, but you don't know. So make it your aim as much as possible to search for Yehovah. Search for him. And like he says, until you search for me with all your heart, when you search for me, when you search for him, let me put it that way, when you search for him more than you search for anything else, when that is all you can think about, when that is all you care about is finding him, how could it not be all that you care about? The Almighty, what can trump looking for him? So unless he is all that you care about and are searching for with all your heart, you will not find him. He is way too valuable for him to just give himself to you without you, when there's other things that you're searching for more than him. No, you're not going to find him that way. When you search for him with all your heart, when he is all that you think about, when you really, really, really want to find him and hold him, right? That's when he will make sure that you find him, and he will let you know. He will let you know. That I can promise you. I'll put my life on the line for that, because I know I found him. So depression would never have any hold on me, because I know who's there. So no matter what happens, I'm good. Matter of fact, I would prefer to die now, because as soon as I wake up, I'm in paradise. I would prefer to die now. But my girl's there, and why not live? Why not? Right? I'm not gonna throw away my life, but I will throw it away for him any day, any second. So do that. Find him. Once you find him, now when you pray to him, because you know he's there, your prayers will be answered very quickly, because it's based on the faith that he sees in you, is what will make him want to grant your requests, because now you're buddies. Now you don't doubt his existence. And also you're gonna keep his commandments. You're gonna obey what he tells you to do. You're gonna do it because you're gonna fear him, you're gonna respect him, he's gonna be your friend. So you're gonna do it. You're gonna be happy to do it. And so if ever you start to feel that way, depression or whatever, which it wouldn't really happen because you know he's there, but if ever that even ever starts to creep up, you talk to him about it. He'll eradicate it for you. So I mean, I'm speaking from experience, not in terms of depression, but experience in terms of the bond that he will cause you to have with him once you know that he's there. Okay, he's there, people. You think. Oh man, he's there. So search for him. Okay, I mean, that's the best advice I can give you. Okay, and coupled with go outside, let the sun touch you, look at the things he's made. Try to. Unfortunately, we're not in paradise, so we can't play with animals. Everything is a threat to us. Snakes are poisonous things. But as much as you can, outdoor activities, go out and try to enjoy life. Okay, and like Solomon said, enjoy life. Do whatever it is that your heart impels you to do. Only just know that at the end of it all, the true God will judge you for all the things you've done. So make sure that whatever you do is righteous. Okay, and there's nothing sinful about enjoying activities, outdoor activities, and having fun. Right? So yeah, try to do that as much as possible. But above all this, search and find Yehovah.